Yo, what up? Welcome to another episode of The Internet is Undefeated. I'm Tahir Moore.
I am Patrick Cloud.
And we have a special guest in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Young Fuquan.
Boo! Yeah, I got a sound. Actually, I was asked to do that closer to the mic. One second.
I like that.
Fuquan! We do what we can here, goddammit.
It's a shotgun show. You know what I'm saying? We just got to still fill it out.
Say big boy in the morning. What's going on, Sir Fu?
What's good?
It's been a minute, man. You New Yorked up. I see you got a little blood on your hoodie. I was waiting to ask about that.
He was in a bar fight last night. He got arrested.
I was waiting to ask about that.
No, I think that was like hot chocolate.
This nigga made arraignment this morning at 8 in the morning. And
Wait a minute.
Here.
This nigga just tried to say that was hot chocolate. He tried to go innocent and cuddly. Like, no, it's just curled up by the fireplace.
Who the type of nigga that drink hot chocolate while his legs are crisscross applesauce?
I can't imagine.
Was he getting roast battle real quick?
I can't imagine you drinking hot chocolate.
I mean, I drink it like a champ, nigga. You know what I mean? You gotta do it like food.
You got marshmallows in it?
Oh, no, I don't fuck with pork.
The gelatin and marshmallows.
Oh, I was like, wait. Pork? Is it marshmallows?
It's in Skittles. It's in gummy bears. Anything with gelatin in it typically has some form of pork in it.
Like lard.
Oh, shit. The people behind the cameras are nodding, too.
Yeah.
That's hella true.
Nigga, I'm not stupid.
Nobody ever
dumb
shit.
Shit.
Stupid and reckless are two different things.
Oh, so I'm reckless.
I mean, you go raw a lot.
I'm not gonna say a lot.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna say a lot.
I mean, you go
but
raw.
I've trusted a lot of women.
Yes.
Let's say that.
How do you have that stat out here?
I don't have a stat. This nigga just made this shit up. This nigga gonna be there when I be fucking. Like me and him never went on missions.
We were roommates at one point, and this door was a revolving door. They were all bad though. I would tell you this. I've never seen food with a bad chick.
Roommates?
No.
Did I fuck at your house?
No.
I fucked that nigga's house.
That's how much cocaine Fool has done.
I've heard. You know, so funny. You know, Doughboy.
Yeah.
You know, Doughboy.
Yeah.
He had moved out his apartment. I moved in there for like 2 months. And nigga, his room was stained, nigga. No, in a good way. Cause I know Doughboy wasn't getting no pussy. I left definitely some sex aroma in here for him.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you left it stained.
Yeah, I left.
I thought you said Doughboy's shit was stained when you got there.
Nigga,
no, that's
as
mustard.
soon as I got in there, I washed that bitch down. I washed.
That's what we expected.
I washed the fuck out of his room, his tub, cause you know he got areas he can't reach.
Does he know this?
Yeah, nigga, yes.
So he slept on a foo-stained pillow.
Hey, man, listen. I hope he changed his pillows.
It's horrifying. This is why I will never Airbnb.
Who says I bust on pillows? Like,
I don't know. I just imagine.
I imagine you bust on anything that's not binded by gravity.
Damn, nigga. God, shit. He just making
I don't want to talk
going.
about this anymore.
I know, right? He just know too much about what I be doing.
I mean,
my bitch don't even know that. My bitch be like, what? How this nigga know? Nah, this nigga goofy as hell. Go look at his page. Look at him. Oh, goofy. Look, I told you.
Yeah, I'm a goofy.
You know what I mean? Trying to throw me under the bus.
Nah.
New York is.
Yeah, like, this nigga's bugging. It's cool, though.
I love it.
Yeah, it's cool. Go ahead, get your dick.
You know what would be a good show for you, Food?
What?
Cigarette for Food. Like, I've had some of the best conversations when I just bummed a cigarette off of food.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you have a real conversation.
Because normally it's like, I don't like talking to motherfuckers. So when I meet somebody actually cool to hang out with, it's normally you. And it's always random and it's never a long time. So it's like, I give them,
it's a quick little drag.
We in and out. Yo, how you been?
That's a funny show. You want to make that show?
That would be dope as fuck, man.
Cigarette with food.
I don't care.
A square with food. You got to call it a square. Don't call it a cigarette. That's Lucy.
A Lucy with food?
Yeah, we could do it real quick.
Lucy
in and out.
Foo Lucy. We'll work on it.
Foo and the Lucy.
Yeah.
Foo and the Lucy. I like that one.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
But what's up, guys? I actually have I have to issue you an apology. Because last week you made a joke that I thought was not serious. And apparently they actually have backless caps.
Yeah.
For dreads.
Yeah. That was the thing. I probably should be getting residuals off of that because that was not out when I was doing it.
No, you know what that's equivalent of? It's like pre-sack jeans. Like nigga, nobody with dreads wants to have that hat. Like jeans that look.
Had the jean material,
now.
and then it had another way.
Yeah, exactly.
I seen that.
Like,
That's why I was
that.
like, "There's no way that's a thing."
You might as well just let it go out of here. That's just
it's not
the culture.
big enough. If his locks won't fit through
But
here.
No, that would be hilarious. You put all your.
You
look like a unicorn, a reverse unicorn.
Buster used to do goofy shit like that with his shit. Like he be having shit come out. You know, that bougie line.
Early Buster was a lot of fun. Like that,
and he had some funky ass outfits.
He did.
Dr. Seuss and all the above.
Buster dressed like Missy before Missy.
Yeah, he did.
He was the first Missy Elliott dressing. Like he was really out there.
Early Buster. Early Buster, man.
Ridiculous ass.
So we like, baby, come on.
Baby, come on.
Baby, come on.
Matching. I don't even think matching was a thing back then. I think it was just like, this shirt's dope. These pants are ridiculous. Put them together.
His line was called like bougie or bushy or some shit like that. That was the name of the line. He had his
Bushy?
own line.
Yeah, he did have his own line for
like,
Bushido.
Like who the fuck gonna wear this shit?
Yeah, Bushido or something like that.
And it was like the actual shit he wore on stage.
Yeah, like who gonna be at the culture store looking like?
It looked like
baby, come on.
It looked like a mix of New York grime and Samurai.
And Fifth Street, like nigga.
Yeah, it was.
Put your hands where my eyes can see. No, I'm not.
Like I'm gonna put these pants where no one can see.
And basically, nigga.
I don't know why that seemed like
it was not pause worthy. It was just the pants were ugly. Throw them away.
All right, so let's jump right into this timeline. Obviously, we got some crazy deep stuff to talk about, but it's been a rough week, so I'm trying to quarterback this in a way where it's a little light for people, and then we can get into the heavy stuff. But I definitely want to talk about this Ultra Music Festival. Have you guys heard about this?
Nah.
About was it Frey? The one with Ja Rule and
that was fire.
Oh, fire. Okay.
That's been out long enough for you to know how to pronounce it.
Hey, nigga, I don't know how to pronounce a lot of shit, nigga. So get comfortable with that.
Nigga said Frey.
Nigga, I can't spell. I just got good memory, nigga. That's why
that was a good memory because you knew it was spelled some weird ass type.
Yeah, like nigga.
You knew why it was in there.
Like you could never ask me to sound some shit out. It ain't gonna happen.
Well, that's perfect. The Fire Festival was the disaster of a festival where they came and it looked like a refugee camp. This is deemed Fire Festival 2. So basically, this was a music festival that stranded 80,000 people on an island.
Oh, shit. This one already happened? It already happened?
This just happened.
When, this weekend?
It happened not too long ago. It was in Miami. I believe it was like a week or two ago. But yeah, it's
that's like some young white people shit.
No, that's exactly what it was. It's already being branded Fire Festival 2. It was a traffic apocalypse. So basically, they said that getting there was pretty easy, and the festival itself was decent. But pandemonium ensued when an actual fire broke out. So this is more. It's better termed.
Yeah, like it was something out of their control.
But yeah, it basically a fire. It was only like the brush. I hear that no equipment or people were hurt, but a fire basically bust out, and then there was no way to get out. So it stranded tens of thousands of people on the island without transportation. They had to walk over an hour to the mainland in the dead of the night. So if you could imagine walking through a Miami island in the deads of night for an hour.
But my thing is, as long as I'm with people, I'm Gucci.
Snakes,
but you
bro.
be on drugs.
I don't do snakes. I don't do spiders.
Nigga, I don't think the island was like that, nigga.
Bro. Snakes are everywhere.
Bro. I mean, I don't think spiders.
That was the first night, too.
That was the first night?
People were just like, I'm good on the other two. People literally were like, I'm good.
I be the niggas probably drunk, sound hanging around, see what's really popping on. Like, where the hell at?
That was the chord.
Yo,
he was just talking about snakes.
All that tough talk about snakes, spiders. A fucking cord touches his leg, and he shits his
Nah, I'm just cautious,
XLR.
Nigga. What's a real nigga do? Step back, assess the situation.
Yeah.
You didn't assess shit.
Assess
on
the
this cord.
Hey, somebody popped in your mouth. What you gonna do? Step back, accept the situation. That's what you do.
Yo, he literally was just talking.
I mean, you can say how you want, nigga, but a nigga ain't stupid. Nigga ain't going out like that. You don't know what the fuck is in these offices. Y'all niggas might be into some weird shit.
This is a black office thing.
I mean, this shit is very.
It's not the
mixed
color black.
in
It appears in black offices.
This is a very mixed office. 2 levels, shit between the walls. You know, you got deer fucking ears over there. Who knows?
There's a fucking metro station, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly.
Rat snake snuck in
all
here.
the above, nigga.
Oh shit, that was so funny.
All right, moving right along. Man, our president is some shit, bro. Okay, so Fox. I don't know if you guys have seen this. There was a story on Fox because basically Trump announced that he's cutting off aid to the northern triangle of the Central American countries. So
Can you bring that down to niggas like me? Say that. Just sum it up.
It wasn't great news. He was cutting off. He was cutting off money. He was already cutting off money for some Central American countries. That's not really the story. The story was really that Trump. That they read on the graphic that Trump cuts U.S. aid to 3 Mexican countries. So, and they were basically talking about El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras.
Everything but Mexico.
They referred to it as 3 Mexican countries. I'm going to say that again.
Yeah, that went over my head.
Fox and Friends displayed a graphic on Sunday referring to El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras as 3 Mexican countries.
Honduras. How many Honduras girls I done talked to and I still didn't get it right?
What do you mean?
Nah, because I was like, because it went on my head. You're like 3 Mexican countries. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right.
See, that's exactly why this happened. Because niggas like you were in the
I don't even fuck with the president. I don't fuck with none of that shit. Like, you know what I mean? As black people, we just gonna have to adapt. We always do. Like, I don't give a fuck what that nigga do. Fuck him.
He's pretty important.
Yeah, like, to you, he ain't important. He ain't in my world, to be honest. Like all that shit. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm that nigga that really feels like, you know, as a black man, we just adapt. Mm-hmm. We always adapt. We just adapt, and I'm just gonna. This nigga ain't cop blocking my money or fucking my bitches. I'm still picking up bitches in Uber. You know what I mean? My dick still could get me some meals. He ain't stopping that. He ain't stopping that. I'm gonna be alright, regardless is this guy or that guy.
It's more.
He isn't stopping your Uber bitches.
It's more of a trickle down effect.
He ain't stopping my Uber clients. He ain't stopping none of
that. Those things.
No, it's cool.
Those things affect. So it might not affect you right now, but like a year from now, when they hike up the prices of Uber.
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to adapt. I get tips, you know, nigga hustle on the side. You know, I'm
what happens?
I'm going to adapt.
It seems like he's pissing off a lot of Mexicans, and that affects us in Los Angeles very much directly.
I care about the Latinos. I rock with them niggas, son.
Wait, what?
I rock with them.
Oh, I thought you said you fired Rock. I was like, no.
I heard that too.
No, nigga.
What we're not going to do is promote crack. That's what we're not going to do.
No. Listen, sometimes I mumble and it's speaking food. You really know me?
I fire up Rock with them niggas. Yeah,
I rock with them niggas, son.
All right.
I fuck with them.
That makes me a little more comfortable.
I shoot up with them niggas.
You know what I mean? Depending on the Mexican, I might let him say nigga. I ain't tripping. Like, you get it. You probably poorer than me, nigga.
Is that the criteria?
Some Mexican niggas I ain't even tripping. You say nigga.
I don't think the economic level matters, because if that's the case, then all of Alabama can say nigga. All the white people.
So many people can say nigga by that criteria.
There's no reason why a white person can say nigga. I'm sorry.
What about a poor white person?
Nah, get the fuck out of here. Find some other words. Y'all can talk black. We let y'all rock with gold teeth. It don't look bad on you.
But look, they're all white. They're all white niggas. Would you dispute that?
No, to you, that's white trash. They something proud of that shit.
Yeah.
Be proud of who you are.
They kind of do flex that like the
Now,
N-word.
redneck is a thing. They branded. It's on T-shirts and everything.
I
so it's
believe
like
it.
nigga.
No, it's not. Nigga, they just white trash. They in their own lane. You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying
but
it's
theirs. Would it be the equivalent of nigga?
It can be equivalent, but they still get the young.
They're like, I'm a redneck.
Yeah,
what's up, redneck?
They eat that.
Okay, but they don't. Yeah, but it just don't sound the same. Like, what up, my redneck? Like,
but you don't say it's not. You don't say it like that. You just
We know these
like
things.
I am a nigga. Like I am a nigga.
Yeah.
Like I am who I am, and I eat that.
Yeah.
They are what they are.
Are there different levels to like black? Is there like bougie black, regular black, and then nigga? Or is
and then is there? I don't know. I'm really black. There's a bunch of different levels in my book, but I mean,
nigga.
Wait,
I'm full.
Yeah.
And you want to classify me as a nigga? I eat that. I mean,
I feel like that's not separate though. I feel like you could be a bougie nigga, you could be a rich nigga.
I know when to shut the fuck up in upper class places. I just give you maybe a joke here or there, then I just shut the fuck up before you start judging me.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers start judging, this nigga gonna steal. Like, nah, I don't. I don't steal like that. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I've never got the impression of, even of
nigga, I will steal.
I've never.
I will steal. Not jokes.
I never got the impression that he was a thief. I got the impression that he will fight if he has to, but he's more upon getting these bitches.
Yeah, I like women. I like females.
I can tell he could fight.
I like
he started
women
doing this when he started talking about he could fight.
Yeah, I like women. I like having a good time.
Yeah.
I like having a good time. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Well, speaking of having a good time.
What?
There was a YouTuber.
Oh, that nigga. I saw that shit on your IG.
That was the worst transition ever. Speaking of people having a good time.
Too much of a good time.
It's a YouTuber who's going viral right now, and it's just disturbing on all
what's
accounts.
His name?
His name is like Jurat Durhada.
That's his real name, or is his?
That's his channel name.
Press.
Don't fuck that.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever the nigga name is.
Listen, you knock yourself out, nigga.
Well, let me say what he did first.
I just know if she kissing her own brother, nigga, I know she fucking me. Like, bitch,
wait.
I know I got a chance, bitch.
Wait, what?
I know I got a chance.
Ew.
So you want to smash because she kissed her brother?
So basically, this dude.
I'm not cool with it, but I'm not.
Well, let me say what happened. Let me say what happened in case anybody hasn't heard. So basically, this dude, as a video, as one of these YouTube, I do crazy prank videos, basically just made out with his sister. And it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't even seem like it's for an experiment. He goes for it like 2 or 3 times. There's a time where she's like starts laughing and pulling away, and he like looks in the camera and then goes for it again.
Ugh.
And it's just like,
ugh. You motherfuckers.
What? In my mind, I don't fuck with her no more. Like, she's cute, but I wouldn't even touch her at that point.
But it's like no. Honestly, like white people, they do shit like that.
White dudes are kissing
comedy.
I don't even think we can
white
give
dudes
white people
kissing
the L
comedy.
for
I'm
this.
like, I ain't gay. Like, we just kiss. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like Will Ferrell will kiss a man, and it's funny, whatever, haha. And it's like he's not gay.
Yeah.
So them niggas kiss anything.
I don't know if I can fuck her though.
And shit.
Not on the strength that she just kissed her brother, but if she's into that weird shit, like you'll be fucking him and he's watching in the closet.
Nah, nigga. First of all, I ain't fucking in the house because nah.
What?
Because you gotta take her away from her environment. So that nigga ain't gonna.
I thought we were paused about the incest.
I am paused about the incest, but shit, you don't know what the women you mess with did before you.
Right.
Bitch might have been raped by auntie or shit like that. That's the same shit. You did it. You didn't choose to do it.
And you didn't do it on camera like that.
Exactly.
You ever fuck with a family member?
This was this was on camera.
She ain't blood.
So
she was adopted.
Wait.
Wait.
Blood.
Rewind. Who was this to you?
She's like adopted cousin.
Okay.
I don't really know them like that.
But wait, how new was she before you fucked? Like, was she like a new car? You be like, oh shit, I didn't even know this was a family car.
I knew what time it was. I was young. You know what I mean? I ain't know no better. Like, it was just an option.
God.
Hey, low key though, a lot of times
you never got that one.
Listen, your first experience being nasty as a kid is typically with a cousin or some shit like that.
Nah, I ain't gonna say this shit normal.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this shit.
Yeah,
that's just not normal.
You go to a family member's house for the summer. You be like, oh shit, boom, boom. Y'all start playing.
Well,
I like her.
You be teaching her to kiss.
You're a kid, so you don't know.
How old was they? They were younger than you?
Huh?
Yep.
No. I was the younger one.
Yeah, now.
Like, so you're the younger one.
Fat?
You're the younger one.
Was she fat?
No, she wasn't fat.
I just asked because I just know, you know.
But the next
She
time
was your cousin. That's what she was.
The next time she's like, oh no, I'm your cousin. We blood, but you still like, oh, that's my girlfriend. And you gonna see her next time.
Oh,
what y'all do?
I'm a child. I'm a kid.
He said, no, that's my girlfriend. Like,
all right.
I'm a kid. I didn't know no better.
This was Backfire City. I'm over here like, look at this dude kissing his sister, and you guys were like, well, shit, I fucked my cousin. You too.
But that's not blood.
Too. No. My cousin was my girlfriend.
No,
nigga, I was talking about a smooch.
That ain't my daddy's nut.
I was talking about a smooch.
That's not my daddy's nut. It's different.
This ain't blood.
It's different when it's your daddy's nut.
I don't know about no daddy nut.
I don't know what.
I know about circulation of blood.
In my life.
I know about two-headed babies. Like, say for instance, like,
wait, what?
I got her knocked up. The baby just gonna be just some, whatever. But you knocked yours up. That'd be a double-headed baby.
No.
Your baby be slow. Your baby be slow.
That's not gonna be slow. I'm not gonna get my cousin pregnant. I was fucking 10.
Okay, so did you wear a condom?
You guys should start a YouTube channel.
I just saying freak. Like you Copperfield or shit.
You just grab it. You just a Trump nigga over here.
Oh, this motherfucker.
All right, so I brought this up to have a good old fashioned judging party, but Maybe you guys should just take this nigga's advice and do a video and go viral.
Nah,
because y'all are clearly on the same
I know better now.
tip.
I'm older now.
What the hell in the hills have I going on right here?
I mean, shit happened.
Fuck you, Pat, because you ain't had no childhood.
Black ass trailer park.
Yeah, basically. Yo,
you ain't had no childhood, Pat. That's what it is. You was stifled.
Apparently not.
Yeah, male cousins. You stupid.
I did have male cousins.
I got a question.
What's up?
Yo, so you ever had a threesome, T?
Have not had a threesome.
You?
I have not. I've had sex with a lot
all
of
these followers you got now.
I have not had
Fellers?
a threesome.
Followers.
Oh.
My followers wasn't fucking with me like that. I've never had a threesome, bro.
He just invite two followers over. That's how easy it is.
You know what? I never knew how. I'm low-key a hypochondriac, right? So I feel like we have to use condoms. And I never knew how many condoms to plan for the threesome. Because, like, what if you fucking one, do you want to go to the other one? And I got to swap this condom out because you don't want to switch that bacteria. Because then shit can
switch.
Infection, right?
Pause.
You get in there, you be like, this shit's
condom
garbage.
switch.
Yeah, you do too much thinking.
I know. This is why I haven't had a condom. For me to have a threesome the way I want to, we all have to go get tested at the same time. And then y'all got to stay with me because I can't have y'all fucking somebody 2 days later and we get the results a week later.
Like stay at your house?
You were good before you fucked that person. Now you got chlamydia.
Have you ever even tried to talk somebody into it? Like, yo, you never said you don't like girls?
I can't get past the condom thing. So it's like, So I would probably have to be intoxicated, but not to the point where I can't fuck.
Oh, you get intoxicated, you ain't gonna think about the condom, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Raw.
You fucking raw. You eating ass.
I know.
You said what?
Everybody going raw, eating ass.
I'll eat ass if we like.
So
take a shower first. Oh yeah, I'll eat the ass.
How you eat it? From what position? From the back?
I throw the legs up. No, I don't eat it from the back.
You toot it over.
Yeah, when I'm down there eating.
So you wouldn't eat it from the back?
Blah 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 blah. I just slide down. I will make my way past that tank.
Oh, you have to shy about it. You got to.
No, it ain't shy because I push the leg. I'm holding the legs like this, and then I spread the cheeks. So I'm in there. I'm like blah blah blah. I'm in there. I'm talking to her.
Why you hit blah blah blah? That's how asshole sound.
No, it's an echo.
Echo? Why her asshole echo?
Blue. It be like blue, blue.
Nigga, no. It don't put a sound, nigga.
It don't pose an echo?
No, it's like.
It shouldn't sound like a peanut butter sandwich. It sounds like you eating
peanut butter. Nigga, I'm getting the job done.
I get the job done. I've never had complaints.
No, it's like stirring mashed potatoes with the ass. When you put too much milk in it,
you gotta add some more flakes.
You gotta throw some seasoning.
I've never done a threesome, man.
I have.
I did not know that the words asshole echo was going to be there. I did not know I was going to wake up and hear that today. Yo, burn all these mics after this.
I didn't like the mic.
It ain't the fact everybody in there ate ass, but you eating hollow, echoey ass. Like, damn. And you worrying about diseases? You just ate it.
If it's hollow,
you ate the disease.
It's wide enough for you to, you get
what
in there.
Is wide?
She can clean it well. That's my whole thing. It's always about cleanliness. If you can clean the asshole well, then I'm good.
No,
but I've never done anal. I will say that.
I tried it. I tried it, and I tried it. It ain't the business.
I like that
garbage.
Wet gushy.
We already talked
it just
about
feels
it here.
weird.
The pussy's fine.
Yeah, wet gushy pussy.
Like, what's wrong with your pussy? I gotta go there. That's what I'm saying.
So wait, so you've had a threesome?
Yes, nigga. I had a few.
Multiple or just?
Yeah, I had a few.
Damn. I'm a little jealous.
I mean, shit happens.
His name's Fu. What do you expect?
I mean that's true.
He probably had Tim's on.
My first one.
Yeah.
These was some white chicks. You know what I mean? I worked at a strip club, and they was like, "Yo, you do cocaine?" I was like, "Nah." They're like, "You can have us. You do it." And then one put on one titty and hit off one titty. Then they hit me. I was like, "Oh."
At the strip club?
No, this is at the house afterwards.
Okay.
It was at one of their houses.
But I heard that cocaine makes your dick go bloop, bloop,
if you do too much.
Was that the Mario sound?
My dick don't go do.
Hey, it would be a better experience if we got to hear that sound.
Yeah, like, man,
I gotta slow down.
Bloop, bloop, like, nah. The cocaine did the job because that was like the first time I ever did it.
Really?
Cocaine?
Yeah, definitely. It was the first time. It wasn't the last.
Wow.
Yeah.
He said it wasn't.
He was like, that was a nice little intro.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Pat?
I have. I've actually fucked up more threesomes than I've had, but yeah, I've had a couple.
Yeah.
You look like you dabble like acid, mushroom, cocaine, Molly. That's his plead to fifth.
Not like that. Not crazy like that.
Yo,
dabble.
Nigga, Pat
I'll visit.
That was neither confirming or denying.
Yeah, you know what? Weed has to be the base. Like, I ain't like I'm just snorting up the fucking world. Like, you know what I mean? But, you know, a nigga might toot.
I've never.
That's
done
the second
cocaine.
time you said two,
Maybe-
and it's a completely different context.
Maybe that's why I haven't had a threesome because I haven't done cocaine.
Hey, no, nigga, I've got it
no.
without cocaine.
Okay,
I've done had. Like,
Actually, both
weed.
of mine were without.
Molly
Okay.
works the best.
really?
Yeah, but Molly will have you
Molly,
done
nigga.
too. You
Nigga, I
really want
can't
to
do
hear
it.
it.
I'm not doing none of that
Nigga,
shit.
Molly,
I
I-
fuck too good. Here's my thing. I've never want somebody to drink too much or get too high while we fucking. One, because I want you to remember it was consensual.
Oh, they gonna
And
remember
then
that
two,
Molly.
I want you to remember how good the dick was. So I don't want you to do nothing that takes away from my special show because I'm putting on the fucking show.
I'm not. Yeah,
I don't be fucking to be fucking like what you said earlier. Like you fucking when you fucking.
Oh,
Who
nigga,
said it? You fucking for your next job.
I'm fuck yeah. So this bitch go give like, yo, how was food? Like, I ain't gonna front, girl. You know what? I ain't gonna tell you. When a bitch go to her friend like, I can't tell you, cause you know you don't put it down or they talk highly of the dick.
No,
You know, a bitch might take you to Red Lobster. You know
the
what I mean?
best compliment you can get is the text a couple days later that
Yes.
says, "I still feel you." Inside
Shit like
me."
that make me blush.
Oh my god!
Shit like that. That's how you make me blush.
like, oh, come
I
on,
flutter.
stop.
My heart speeds
Come
up. My
on,
blood
stop.
starts
Yeah.
racing. Oh my god! I'm like, I fucked.
Yeah.
I fucked.
Listen,
Yeah.
I didn't create my Yelp page for my dick for nothing. Like, go
Oh.
on there, leave a review. I'm out in these streets. You feel me?
Please, nobody go on there and leave any type of review.
Yeah. That's
Stop hating, nigga.
I just don't want to know that exists.
I
To
didn't
be
know you-
honest.
You better look up Tahir's dick.
yeah.
Is that what it's
Oh,
called? Tahir's dick?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a half a star.
Yeah.
Crazy. my dick get 5 stars on Flaccid, so you better respect the game. You know
That
what I'm
is
saying?
impressive.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is flaccid?
That's soft. That's
Oh.
impressive.
Oh, I call it like there's different degrees. There's soft, then there's heavy. You can still fuck with your dick heavy.
Hilarious. I know exactly
Heavy.
what you're talking
There's
about.
heavy, then there's hard. There's
It's
3 degrees.
The heavy is
Soft,
like
heavy.
right after you
When it-
come. Right
Yeah,
after
hit him with the heavy dick.
Oh
That's
man,
Cause you
hilarious.
that heavy gonna get right back hard.
Cause you gotta paint the pussy.
Oh man,
you gotta paint the
you
pussy.
paint-
The
you
pussy,
smoke
then your
it.
shit get right back
Your shit
together.
like,
Bah.
this what we doing? Well,
Bah.
let's go, motherfucker.
I didn't, cause your dick be like, I didn't know. I didn't know you was you.
But that's
I
the
didn't
best
know.
when you can when you stroke it with the paintbrush and
Yeah.
that shit get right back.
Nigga, I like nigga, I'm all
I'm
in.
gonna
like,
think of a paintbrush every single time.
yeah,
I
cause
do
I'm a
that
nigga, even
now.
I'm a paint it, cause sometimes you know, bitch ain't really there. Bitch, I might have to spit start it. You know what I mean?
And see,
This is some vivid imagery, guys.
And just run.
Hold on, Sharice, this is why I fucked with the painter hat on. You asked me why I did that.
What
and
the,
now you know.
Who the fuck is
The
Sheree?
beret?
Little
Who's
beret.
Sheree?
Huh?
Who's Sheree?
Sharice.
Sharice. Who's
Yeah.
Sharice?
It's somebody I fucked a while ago. She was like, why you got the beret on?
She cute.
She us.
She
She
us?
what?
Us.
Oh, she what? Damn, you just called that bitch was cute.
Damn.
Damn,
No,
shorty.
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her in a while. She's not on social media. or anything.
Okay, well, she gonna see this.
Hey, if she does.
Oh, no,
I
ain't
never
no
want
blah
to
blah
picture
blah.
you with
Nigga,
a painter hat on.
She like
Yeah.
you was thin. I'm playing. I'm playing.
No, I wasn't. I never was small. Like I've
He was
always
just
been.
fat with
I've always
dreads.
been a husky guy.
and a hat
Okay.
with no back.
Fuck you, Pat.
He still call himself husky.
I do.
Husky is
I'm never gonna refer to
way
myself
for
as
fat
fat.
people to feel cute.
Like, how
I'm
your
not
boy-
chubby, I'm
Yeah.
husky.
You fat?
You know,
No, I'm husky.
I've lost 8 pounds and the 6 pounds in the last couple of weeks.
You
I'm
laughing
on my
because you
shit.
don't believe it.
I don't believe it's gonna work.
Yeah, I seen you at the gym. It wasn't for a long time, but I seen you at the gym.
This was a while ago. This was before my training when you saw me.
Yeah,
That's
I
when I
know.
was training with
You
Nick.
don't got
probably.
no damn trainer.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So I have a hits blunt fact for you. Okay.
What's a hit blunt fact like that?
You know that hits blunt fact that like
You
you
be
just
like,
hit a blunt
Oh.
and you be like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, nigga.
So I'm gonna ask you guys this: why do we drive on the parkway and park on the driveway?
I'm high already, nigga. Hey, yo, that's crazy, son. I never thought about it like that.
New York got a
Oh, man, that's crazy. Because in New York, our shit makes sense. The parkway you pay for, and the freeway you don't. Y'all have a lot of freeways because the shit free. We in New York, we have a lot of tolls.
And
So
the
now
parkway has tolls.
Yeah, we none ain't
the
shit
bridges
for free.
have tolls,
Everything,
all that shit.
Everything, son. Everything.
Y'all got driveways?
And Queens. Queens has driveways. Queens. Yeah, you
Some
got.
parts of Brooklyn, like them these neighborhoods in Brooklyn, Bronx,
Yeah, it's a
man.
couple.
But I'm from Jersey, nigga.
Yeah, Jersey's
Yeah.
whack as fuck.
Hey,
Listen,
yo, watch your fucking mouth. You don't even believe that.
You rep New York so hard. I be forgetting.
No,
you from
I'm just a
Jersey.
Knicks fan. You remember when I was younger, the Knicks wasn't good, and that was when we were still in Jersey. I mean, the Nets wasn't good.
Yeah,
I wasn't around.
They're still not good though.
Yeah,
But they're Brooklyn now, nigga.
Yeah, but they're still not
But
good.
when it was in Jersey, we was good. When we had kids, we went all the way. We just didn't win, nigga. Watch your mouth. So but I'm a Knicks nigga. I'm
he
a
just
nigga.
got jerseyed.
No, we
Bird
a
just burked out
nigga.
the game
I'm about my team. Where you from? Memphis?
Nah, St. Louis, nigga.
What y'all got? Y'all got college team.
We got
niggas.
pizza.
You got Papa John's, right?
Nah,
Racist
nah.
nigga.
We got emos, ho. We got
Racist
emos and
nigga.
we got good barbecue. We got White Castles.
We know you got good barbecue. You are a representative.
Goddamn right.
You are.
You never met a
success
barbecue you
story.
didn't like.
You are a
I've had a
success
few.
story.
Fun fact about New York, though, there are only 3 alleys. 3 or 4 alleys in New York. So anytime you've seen something filmed in the alley, they're using the same 4 alleys.
Wait, what
3
you
of those
mean?
alleys,
Hey, yo, right
3 of
there-
those alleys are privately owned.
Wait, what you mean?
Hey, yo,
They're literally only. That's why they put the trash on the sidewalk because there are no alleys.
you know what you should do?
Are you
should
sure?
write that down and
Here we
file
go.
it under I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what you talking about. We ain't got number 3
That's
alleys.
why I said
I
fun
don't give a
fact.
fuck.
I said fun fact.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck
look-
fuck
you
an
look it
alley,
up.
nigga. The fuck an alley doing for me?
Well, alleys are a really big part of New York from the outside looking in.
Yeah, from
Nah,
Law and Order,
nah,
all the
nigga.
Law and Order scenes are.
I'm gonna
usually
tell you.
in the
I'm gonna
same
tell you what's
alley.
good in New York, and I ain't in front of you. Water, pizza, and me, nigga.
You
When
said
I'm
water?
there, water. Yeah, we got better water than y'all.
Yeah,
That's
New
what
York
make the
does
pizza
have really
good.
good
All right?
water,
It's a weird flex.
and that water, the pizza.
That's a weird flex. Water,
It's
water,
a
nigga.
pizza place
And
out here
style.
that has New
We
York
give y'all
style
niggas
water.
flavor. We gave y'all niggas hip hop. You know what I mean? We gave y'all a lot of shit. So don't you know what
The
I mean?
pizza is because they have reverse osmosis.
I don't know what the fuck you keep
What?
walking with these big ass words.
It's
like
what it is.
osmosis,
It's a pizza
nigga.
place out here that has a reverse osmosis
Nigga, who
filtration
gives a
system,
fuck?
and that's why that pizza is so flaky and
This
thin.
nigga always want to talk about food related shit.
You goddamn right. I like food, fool.
You know what I mean? Yo,
I don't
Pete,
see nothing about this alley.
yeah, like this ain't got
Look
no
it up.
alleys and food.
How many alleys in New York? Look up how many alleys.
This
in
how
New
the
York.
nigga be. Yeah, he like. This how you get pussy. He probably be like teaching bitches with fun
I
facts
do.
and riddles and shit.
You should be
A
teaching
bitch
us
don't ain't
something.
no riddle.
Nah,
bitch,
they do.
Bitch want to have some fun. Nigga.
We just
Riddle-
talked about how.
I never. So riddle
bitch
get you
be like-
pussy.
Huh?
Riddles got you pussy.
Yeah, they amaze you.
Get the fuck out of here.
They be like, oh my god, he's so well spoken and
Hey,
well
is
thought.
About a fucking riddle.
Is alley spelled different than allies?
ALLEY.
I know how to spell alleys. I don't even know how to spell.
How many? I'm gonna say how many alley in New York. New York is not a city of alley.
This goofy ass nigga. He ain't even from. Why you asking nigga? He from
No,
the
I mean
tell
that's
it.
true. That might be
He's
true.
from
then.
like Ohio or some shit like that.
You obviously are really bad with geography.
No, I'm
because
just
St.
like you
Louis
act like
is-
an
is in
Ohio
Missouri.
nigga too. Like you act like a Missouri nigga. All y'all niggas act the same.
You're from
Y'all niggas,
Jersey.
y'all niggas got all the same twang.
Jersey.
Say it again, nigga.
Jersey.
You know what I mean? I made you say it, nigga. How about that?
Oh shit!
What?
Oh shit!
He's right.
Oh shit!
He's right.
Okay. The big thing I always get asked. This is a film director who's always asked about scouting questions in New York.
Yeah.
And this is citylab.com. I always get asked to find our dank dilapidated.
You're dilapidated.
Ooh, I can
What
see
is
some-
that?
I
That
don't-
means like broken down, looking unkept.
That's a great word. Let me start
You
this
went to
sentence
a black
over.
college, huh?
I did.
I could
I'm gonna
tell.
start this
HBCU.
sentence over. This
That's
is
cute.
this is. I
Yeah,
got
that's
a little
cute.
sentence enhancer now. The big thing I always get asked are to find dank, dilapidated alleys, and New York City has like 5 alleys that look like that. Maybe
You
4.
said 3, nigga.
I said 3 to 4.
Well, I mean,
You
his
mean
point was pretty
three.
crazy
But-
though.
but-
He said maybe 4, and you can't film in 3 of them.
They're privately
So what
owned.
it comes down to is there's one alley left in New York, Courtland Alley, that everybody films in because it's the last place. That
Concord?
is nuts. No, it says Courtland.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
I did a lot of frantic.
That's a fun fact icebreaker, okay?
I don't think I've ever walked down
I
a
don't
New York
think
alley.
you ever gonna get
never
pussy
will.
off that.
Well,
nigga.
yeah, I mean,
That's why
I'm
they
talking
all
about
put
something
the
dirty.
the garbage out front.
that makes so much
So
sense.
you talked about something dirty and it's gonna get you pussy.
What part Jersey from? Trenton?
No, I'm from North.
Where?
No.
Oh.
Where?
Newark.
No.
Newark.
How you spell
Newark.
it?
Newark.
There
Newark.
you go, like the airport.
Oh, Newark.
You just
Yeah,
gonna drop
Newark.
3 fucking letters out of Newark?
Newark.
You just
Newark.
This motherfucker said, where you from, Jersey? Newark. No,
Newark.
you're from Newark.
I thought
South
you were
Orange,
saying
Maplewood, Essex County.
Don't
I'm
try
from
to
all
make
over.
Newark sound
Newark,
cool.
Essex County.
Don't
I went
make
to,
Newark
I went
sound
to school
cool.
in Maplewood, South Orange. I went to Columbia. You know what I mean? I know
like
the
a
fuck
foreigner
I'm from.
saying no.
I was raised on South Orange Ave.
No.
I mean Springfield Ave.
Where you from?
Used to live in Vauxhall. I used to live a lot
No.
of places. You got a single mom, nigga. You live everywhere.
Newark, Jersey is like the little brother of New
Nigga,
York.
you ain't even been there. I see you do
I
what?
have.
You did one show there.
No, I've been to Jersey.
I see
a
you
lot.
do that one show.
I've been in Trenton. I had a homegirl that stayed in Trenton.
I used to live in Trenton. I used to hustle in
I
Trenton.
had another homegirl that stayed in Elizabeth City.
No,
I've been all over
it's just called Elizabeth. It's not Elizabeth City.
Well, on the train stop thing, it said Elizabeth City.
I mean, nigga, you believe the train stop?
Yes, motherfucker, because that's what I was taking. Why would I not?
Y'all don't believe train
That's
stop?
it. No, that was just a station stop. It's called Elizabeth City.
Okay.
But that's just a station stop. You was in Elizabeth. Nigga.
Okay. Well, I've been over Jersey.
You want a biscuit?
Nothing impressive.
Damn.
Nigga, because you couldn't adapt.
Hey, I love New
murder
Jersey.
and crime.
Thank you. Huh?
I love New Jersey.
What?
What happened?
Niggas don't wear pink
Don't
polos
be putting
there
that
like
on the
you.
show.
Who? No one has pink polos on.
You wear pink polos.
I haven't worn a pink polo since high school.
Yeah, okay, killer.
I don't ever want. You should
Killer.
burn all the pictures and
You should get
documentation
your
of
hair
that.
twisted, whore.
My hair was twisted today, man.
It does
this ain't-
not pass.
He one of them niggas that want to twist your
Look.
dreads. Your shit good.
Nah, man. You got too
I'm
much
going
new growth right
headphoneless.
there, bro.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna just do the rest of the podcast.
You look.
like
You know,
this.
you kind of
got-
look like you could be related to Selassie I.
To who?
Selassie I. Are you?
Who's that?
He was with-
Selassie I. You don't know like reggae. I mean, like reggae and Rasta.
Nah.
He's Ethiopian. Oh man.
People be thinking I should or like have to know about that stuff.
At
because
first,
I
I
should.
thought you was Ethiopian.
I might be. People be saying that because of my nose.
Yeah, you do got that nose. Oh, you wet, black and white.
Black, white, and Chinese.
Oh yeah, see, you got the white nose. There you go. I see it.
You got
I had a black nose. I thought I had a big old black nose.
What's old boy? What's the actor name? Owen Wilson
I don't nigga see you.
with the nose.
Nah,
Yeah, the
Owen.
nose.
Owen.
Owen.
Oh yeah, he done
Oh.
that shit broke so many times.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I don't have an Owen Wilson.
Oh no, you don't. You ain't got a crook in your shit.
Yeah, that's
But
the only
you- yeah,
difference.
but
You
you
got a little
definitely-
camel
big
hump
one.
though.
Hell
Yeah, just a
yeah.
little camel hump.
You definitely got that
Hump,
nose like you
hump.
gonna get the job.
You got the Joe Camel nose.
Hey, come on, guys.
You got that nose with like when can you start?
Oh,
Come on, man. Talk about my hair. I like when you guys talked about my hair. I don't even know what that means. I got a win. Can you start? I got a job interview nose.
Yes, nigga. yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Peter Wrinkleford nose.
Yeah, basically. yeah.
All right, what else you got for us, Pat?
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to the middle of the podcast. This is a story that has pretty much left our city devastated. This is pretty much why everybody's been so heavy over the past few days. Rapper Nipsey Hussle he died on Sunday after a shooting in Los Angeles in front of a clothing store that he owned, the Marathon. 2 other people were injured in the shooting. This was around 3:20 p.m. This was broad daylight. This was around Slauson Avenue and Crenshaw Boulevard. And just pretty much, not even just entertainment, just like the world is kind of like shook up.
You know what's so
right now,
crazy?
you
I'm
know?
from the East Coast, and you know I never I've been here long enough to be like, yo, that's fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
I felt some type of way.
I saw some visuals
I done
over
went
there.
to see the nigga in concert a couple times. Like I rocked with him.
Right.
I ain't gonna say I was the biggest fan of his music, but I was a fan of him.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
because
this
he
nigga-
wasn't just a rapper. He was a philanthropist.
Nah, but he's
Man.
a real
He
nigga.
taught a lot of
He spoke real shit
financial literacy. He did a lot for the community. He not only owned that store, but he purchased that whole store.
That
Yeah.
whole plaza.
That
And
whole plaza.
That whole plaza.
That's where he
So-
used to sell mixtapes
Yeah.
back in the
Everything.
day. So it was just like a perfect story. And like what's fucked up to me is like this is somebody who did like everything correctly. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like when we complain about black men like making it and not doing anything, like he did every single step correct. Like he gave people jobs in his own community. And then he's like teaching about it. You know what I mean? If you listen to his music, he primarily talks about like making sure that you have ownership. Like he spits
morals
like real
and
shit.
and man shit, just grown man
Grown
shit.
man
Like,
shit
even
from a
honorable
street
shit,
perspective.
honorable shit.
Even when he and Lauren London broke up because of whatever shortcomings he may have been displaying, he owned up to his shortcomings
do you
and
mean?
fixed it. Like because they broke up and then they got back together.
What do you mean his shortcoming? What he caught cheating?
I mean, I don't.
You said shortcomings. Like
Yeah,
I don't know what.
that's what I would imagine.
I
That
don't
would
know
be
what the
only
fuck
reason.
shortcomings mean.
Well, that's what I would imagine.
Okay.
Probably cheating.
I feel you.
But what happened?
But he owned up to it and he straightened up and he got it
that's
back.
dope.
He got his girl back.
I mean,
you
he's
know
an
what I'm saying?
honorable dude.
So many people supported him. Like even when he dropped the first $100 mixtape he did, Jay-Z
I thought it was
bought
1,000. I thought it was
He dropped
$1,000.
$100 one first.
Oh.
Right.
And Jay-Z bought 100 copies of that, and then he dropped $1,000 mixtape.
And Jay-Z
he
said,
sold-
but Jay-Z bought like 10 grand worth of those. Right?
yeah, and
Yeah.
then they bought 60. I think he sold 60 copies.
Bro, hella
Yeah.
people started doing
That's
that after he did
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And he said he used that money to invest it back into himself. And in
Yeah.
his
But you know,
business.
this nigga had a house in Atlanta on the low a long time ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he used to talk about going back to down south. When I'm done, I'm gonna go down south.
Oh,
because
that's
he
what's
owned
up.
property back in the day.
Yeah, his first million. I think he made the first million by 18.
Yeah,
and he invested that and flipped it. He had a lot of business.
He did a lot of power moves. Did you watch? Those are the things that made me like the nigga. Those are the reason why I was like, I'm not saying I'm not in. His music didn't gravitate to me, but I liked him first, and then I dug his music.
He was solid. You know
like
what I mean?
Real rap.
How he
He's
carried
real
himself,
rap.
how he spoke. Like his interviews were just like gems. You know what I mean?
Above.
And it's just so messed up because it's like of all places, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This happened in L.A. in front of his store. I think his daughter was there. You
And
know?
the reasoning.
The reasoning, bro. Yes, it's
like
jealousy. Like
it was some
cheat
cheat
like
shit.
that.
Like, yo, you this type of dude. We don't rock with you. You gotta skedaddle.
I don't know.
And then that's what they said. Like,
yeah, the
yo,
snitch story.
Yeah, he said,
so apparently
he said you gotta skedaddle. And anybody like you corny. Like, I don't rock with you, yo. You should either I'ma leave or you should leave. But being at his store, he's like, yo, you guys.
Yeah. So
you
yeah,
boogie nigga, shake the spot.
The story was that the guy who apparently did it, apparently his name is like Shitty or something.
Shitty
like
Cuz.
Shitty Cuz.
Shitty cuz.
Apparently he was hanging out and apparently he's known in the streets for being a snitch. Nipsey said I guess it was on some like not even like on some disrespectful shit. It was just like you gotta go. And the dude came back and just started busting. But the shit that they drop in on the news today was that he had been fearing for his life for the past few days and had
but that's
Nipsey or the
Nipsey.
But my thing is, you really fear for life. You ain't gonna be hanging around in front of your store that easy.
You can't.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. You ain't fear.
That's why I don't get these stories. I don't understand it.
Listen, I try to.
It's a lot of speculation.
You know what's so funny? In a situation like this, I don't listen to this. Anything that's electronic, I'm not gonna listen to. I listen to a hood fact before those facts.
Right.
Because everybody want to be social media. Nah, nigga, y'all niggas don't even live in L.A. Like, I live in the Valley, and I'm not even gonna say, well, this happened. Oh, I heard this. Nah, nigga, mind my business. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna meet somebody that's from somewhere that knows somebody, and I'm liable to bring that because this is a street element thing.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I don't even talk about the shit. You know what I mean?
But it's not. I feel like the most speculation is coming from like, all right, this was shot in front. He was shot in front of one of the first, if not the first, smart store. Hella cameras everywhere.
Isn't there a checkout place in that plaza?
Yeah.
Is it? That's what I'm saying.
It's tons of cameras. ATMs, the cameras at the location, the cameras at parallel businesses.
Yeah.
Google streetlight cams. It's too many cameras for them to.
And Nipsey's not dumb. He's gonna at least have that little ringer bell or some type of camera in his own plaza.
It's one right above the. It's one right above.
Yeah, he's not
it's
stupid.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird. And
that's what I'm saying.
In
like,
interviews, there were certain things that he said that made it seem like he was worried for his life. You know what I mean? Not like scared, but he was just like. But I mean, he was doing some like crazy. I mean, he had the documentary coming out. Like,
yeah.
It was a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on.
I didn't think it had anything to do with the Dr. Sebi thing. And the thing that really makes me sad is that the amount of families that are going to be affected by this one senseless act. It's not just going to be Nipsey. It's not just Nipsey's family. It's the guy who did the killings family. It's the girl who was the getaway driver family. It's the two people who also were shot. Their families are affected by this. Everybody that supported Nipsey,
the whole
is
community,
affected. The community,
the families that Nipsey helped.
You see all the people that are coming out.
I feel some type of way, nigga.
The jobs he created, and this is one of the hardest things about being a comedian. I found out the news that Nipsey got shot about 2 hours before my show on Sunday.
I found out on the way back from Vegas from a show.
And then 45 minutes later, I found out that he died, and I had to go up and perform an hour later.
No,
I'm a big Nipsey fan. I've met him. I really like what he did with the community and just his overall art and him as a person. And he's somebody that I admire. So to hear that somebody that you really admired and felt a kinship to, even though we weren't family, it really messed me up. And so to be able to, you just got to press that to the side and just give these other people what they want, man.
I feel you, because I feel like when the news happened, nobody felt like doing anything. Like, it's days later, my feelings are hurt.
I like the fact that people like, yo, what's your name is canceled with April
Fools. Nobody was trying to do shit on that.
Like,
it
wasn't no like, yo, I mean, none of that.
Yeah. And it was done. Like, and I think the worst part is like what you said, like the people who are affected. I don't even think it's about like the people who are directly affected in terms of the shooting. It's about like what I don't understand how this is going to affect somebody who like a young kid in the hood who wants to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
think it's going to birth
Is this what they
Nipsey's.
get? You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna birth Nipsey's.
I hope so.
You hope so, but then you also have the people who will birth those children, and they'll tell them the story of Nipsey, and they'll encourage them not to give back or go back to the hood because this
I
is
wouldn't
what
do
happens.
that. That's not that. But that's not.
That's not gonna be everybody, but there will be a group.
I mean,
of people that do that.
hopefully not.
I mean,
because
niggas been saying that since the Bootsy interview. But I'm just saying, there's gonna be some niggas like, nah, nigga, this is my hood, this is my neighborhood.
But this
I
is the biggest example of that going wrong.
This nigga has been the biggest thing in LA since like what? Magic?
Exact. Well,
Magic was like the last nigga that was actually putting on for LA. Like actually
maybe.
like
I
doing.
don't know.
Game put on.
No, I'm talking about
he
lately.
didn't do it the way that Nipsey did it.
No, Magic did a lot for the city.
Magic definitely did.
Right.
Businesses he had like LA Day and all that. I mean,
Right.
stop. But Nipsey filled that void.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I think it's such a crazy upset right now. And I think that the worst part is like you said, like, is it going to deter people from doing this? Because at the end of the day, if he did leave the hood and start businesses in Beverly Hills and like all these things that these other people are being judged for, would he still be alive? So that's why I'm worried about it affecting people who want to do shit that Nipsey wanted to do. You know what I mean? Because it's fucked up. And I just feel like we should just like ask our community like what actually makes us upset, because like I don't understand. Like, there's
nigga
really
not
no
having
reason.
money, nigga. Just
but
just certain
to
problems.
kill Nip though.
No, but my thing is this: you don't know situations that put niggas in certain reasons. Like, if this nigga was never born in the hood, whoever the fuck this nigga is, say he was never born in the hood, he went to a prep school and all that, or he had a good education, he would have never went down the path of being a Crip.
You don't know that for sure though.
We don't,
nigga.
But I do know for sure.
Nigga,
is
niggas
like,
adapt to their environment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the nigga was lived in fucking Beverly Hills or fucking Bel Air. How likable him to be a Crip?
I mean, it depends on who his cousins are, who he spending time around.
Nigga, you going home to fucking Bel Air, nigga.
I hear what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I know me.
It's the same. It's the same attraction as to when rappers and singers get on, and then they somehow magically start claiming blood. Like Chris Brown,
you're right.
Or Tiger,
but Chris Brown is not. He's not from Bel Air.
Right.
He is from Virginia. He had grown up in poverty for his Yell song blew up. You know what I mean? So it is a element in him.
Yeah.
But he shouldn't be gangbanging. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm not even talking about the gangbang culture. I'm just talking about the community that Nipsey was helping. You know what I mean? The black community, the impoverished. You know, like we have a dude who felt some type of way about Nipsey to the point where he will run up on him in his place of business that he's trying to help his community in and kill him. But then on like the other side of that coin, we got niggas in Florida like George Zimmerman or whatever his name is. George Zimmerman is walking around literally like signing bags of Skittles after killing a little black kid. And it's like, all right, I get that niggas are at home upset and angry and like trigger happy.
Like, why don't we do that to him?
I'm not saying violence should go anywhere, but I'm saying if niggas are upset, it's like, I don't understand. You gonna shoot Nip out of all people? You know what I mean? Like, where is our anger?
That's the same anger
funneled
and the same baffledness I get when we riot and loot in our neighborhoods because of
something that happened
politically.
Something that happened
and we
another destroy.
Okay, you know what that's equivalent?
Why destroy our pillars?
Exactly.
That's equivalent of like
heroes?
That's equivalent of like a little spoiled kid mad at his mom and he just trashes his room.
Right.
That's what I mean. That's the only thing.
Nothing. You're destroying yourself.
But you're letting out steam. You're letting out aggression. You're letting out.
But you're doing more harm than good.
Right.
Okay.
There's a better way to do it. Is what we're saying.
But my thing is this: where those people they're at that point in their life or in that day where it's like they're not thinking straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know how it is. Or it's like a fight or something. You're not thinking straight.
That's why.
And that's what comes with frustration.
That.
Yeah. And frustration comes from.
I get it. If you're mad at that moment, you're not going to get in your car and drive to Beverly Hills or another neighborhood.
That's too much thinking. You ain't thinking.
You're not thinking. You're not conscientious and cognitive of your actions. However, as an adult, because you
can say however.
Based on the scenario that you gave, based on the scenario that you gave, it's like a spoiled kid going to mess up his room. But these aren't kids. These are adults.
But these are adults that have been pushed to the fucking limit.
Right. That's why I'm saying what upsets us. You're explaining what frustration is.
Jobs, crimes, drugs.
That's what frustration is. I'm asking where are we pointing it? What makes us upset? Because I get that all that happens. I get that niggas is upset. I get that niggas just want to do some shit that's dumb. But it's like, I'm looking at the news and I'm looking at, okay, this nigga is over here having signings. I thought we were real upset about that. And then I see the next headline is Nipsey Hussle shot, killed in front of his own shit. And it's like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't get what makes us upset. You're saying what makes us upset. I don't understand how we're channeling this. How are we?
We're not channeling
this. It makes no sense. Like the riots. Why are we destroying our own neighborhoods? Why are we killing the people who are trying to help, the people who are trying to be a beacon to be like, you can do this and help too? If we see that nigga gets gunned down, but the niggas who don't do that are touring the world having fun, it's like I'm just scared for what this is going to do to the environment
and the future.
And I just want to ask us, like, what the fuck are we? What makes us upset?
With all that being said, man, at the end of the day, I definitely just want to send a rest in peace and my condolences to all the families that were affected by this, and definitely sending them all the good vibes possible and keeping them in our prayers.
Yes, definitely.
LA will never be the same. Yes.
Definitely, yo.
That's rough.
Yeah, you heard about his music? It
spiked.
It spiked so like 2,000%. Like that's like unheard of.
Yeah,
and I know he has a song coming out. Meek Mill has a song coming out with him, and I think Ross, and that's supposed to be like.
I wonder how much music he has recorded already. Like
it's probably going to be coming out for a minute.
That's
people with that kind of work ethic.
Yeah, that's one thing that I still hope we still get, because at least his message is going to live on.
Yeah, I just wish it didn't take this for people to start supporting. Like I remember
I've supported
XXX died. His music, like, it usually happens around death, but it's like let's support these guys while they're around,
that's what I hate.
I think people did support. They supported Nipsey though.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm just saying, if it spikes that much, there's probably a lot of people who weren't even on it like that.
But it just might not have been on his radar, because like fools from the East Coast, if you're thinking like that far east. I mean,
but Nipsey was always on the East Coast.
In this generation, they probably did.
He had a movie with who's the dude that's big on Instagram? Gilly. They had a movie with Ving Rhames where they were brothers.
Oh, I saw his jail scene.
Yeah. I burned out on bootleg. We saw that on bootleg.
That's wild. I didn't see it, but I surfaced up.
Okay.
The other day.
Nipsey, we knew who he was, but I used to hear his music like, nah, I really. Then I moved
it's definitely a West Coast vibe.
Yeah, but then I moved out here.
Not the
then
traditional.
I saw him, and
right.
You see he's a man. Like, yo, all right, fuck that. That's what made me go. No, I'm gonna give him another chance with his music.
Right.
And then that's when I became a Nipsey fan, to the point I went to go see him at the House of Blues.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so I support him and I rock with him. I ain't gonna front like that's the first song I'll be playing, but I'm definitely like, nigga, don't turn that shit off.
Hey, that Hustle and Motivate though. That is the perfect song for
Check Me Out.
Working out.
Check me out.
Dom Kennedy.
Check me out. That shit hard, nigga.
Check me out. That's
Check me out.
Victory Lap is a dope ass album.
Nigga,
all right.
You know what's so crazy with Victory Lap? Last thing I'm gonna say. So I've been hearing it when it first came out, and I didn't think about it literally like a month ago. So hold on, I went to some West Coast shit, and that was the first thing I went to, because he is the new face for me.
Yeah.
Of the West Coast. Man. So that video, that nigga, and you know what it is? I saw him smack that dude. Who? And I said, y'all want to go listen to Nips.
The dude at the BET Awards. Yeah.
What happened?
I saw it on thing where it was somebody like reposting Nipsey smacking somebody randomly.
Oh, the cameraman.
Yeah. Then I went back. Let me hear some Nips, nigga. Let me feel, I mean, get my Cali on. Then the nigga went and brought some Chucks.
Hey, there you go. Nip, leaving his legacy. That's what's up. Well, yeah. Rest in peace to my dog.
All right.
That's what's up. So moving right along. T.I. announced ATL 2. Y'all down?
Nah.
Yeah, I think it's good for the culture.
I feel like I'm down.
What culture is this?
The skate culture. Skate culture is really big in the South and the Midwest.
Wait, you mean like roller skating?
Yeah, roller skating is big. Like in St. Louis? Oh, man.
It's
like
big in Jersey.
What? I thought it was like a back in the day thing.
No, man.
It still go on.
It goes heavy in St. Louis. Shout out to everybody in St. Louis that still goes to Skate
everybody
King.
in Jersey.
That on Saturday morning. Because Saturday mornings is like when the real pros go. And they tear up the floor, man.
They get down.
If you really can skate, you only in that middle part right there until your song come on. Then you and your crew go around and y'all skating is big.
Yeah.
And I just saw something else about a documentary on the roller skate culture. Like, it's supposed to be in the works.
I've been to a skate party. Naeem threw a great skate party out here.
Yeah.
I was always jealous
because
of
girls wear tight clothes. They be looking
that's
good.
What I'm saying. I was
kind
of jealous of that culture.
You know
Y'all be
I mean?
like dancing and stuff. And
You ever skate so much and you get off and you think you're still skating?
Man, your feet feel weird. Yeah, because I don't have brakes.
You guys both skate? Like,
I got both
good?
skates.
That's where the girls was at.
Y'all both are good at it?
My step pops took me and taught me how to skate. He taught me how to skate backwards. He taught me how to skate to the side. You need to stand.
And y'all be dancing like old people.
Oh, nigga, I ain't all into like this.
Oh yeah, I was a roller.
Nigga, get out there.
I was a roller.
Tim skates and he's just like
They do. You can literally make Tim skates.
They make Nike skates. So I ain't went the goofy shit. I go rent mine. But you want to have some Tim skates, go knock yourself out.
I bought my skates, dog, for sure.
I ain't buying no skates. I wasn't that committed.
I'm down to skate.
But at our skating ring, because we like club music. So on the main floor, everybody would skate. Then all the dirty girls would be on the kid one, dancing and twerking and shit.
Yep.
So you
that's about right.
All the dirty girls.
We used to have lock-ins at the skate ring.
Oh, nigga, we had lock-ins.
Lock-ins went crazy. Because you skate the first couple hours.
Y'all used to copy us.
And then people take their skates off and they be twerking and dancing all over.
Yeah. You ever see a girl
knees
dance?
all banged up from trying to dance on a chick on the ground?
Hey, yo, son, you ever been with a girl and like, yo, she nasty as hell? Niggas be literally like waiting online to dance with this one girl.
Oh, what? What? Pull the number. You got to pull a number.
Nigga, hold on, nigga, I'm next.
She got to take bathroom and water breaks.
And she stink, nigga. She was stinking by the end of the dance.
I was just not in this.
That's that skate coat.
Yo, you will be sweaty as hell. The whole back of your shirt sweated out, fam.
It was this song called Dookie Booty.
Oh, yeah.
Dookie Booty.
Get the fuck out of here. Was it
I
about
don't know that one. I thought you were talking about...
Wait, was it about a dookie booty?
Yeah, Dookie Booty, Dookie Booty.
It was about a shitty booty.
No, nigga, no.
It's just Dookie Booty is a big booty. It's like a donkey booty.
Like a dookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, like doo-doo. The bitch got doo-doo.
Well, okay.
That's new for me.
I
those were
say
two
doo-doo.
pretty direct shit references you just said. You said she got a doo-doo booty?
No. The song was called Dookie Booty.
Why'd you say? What was doo-doo?
I just say like
that's
like
me and
that's me and my man. Like, yo, she got a little doo-doo.
So we say thumper. You're like, oh, shawty got a little thumper on.
Doo-doo.
You say y'all, but you know your words.
Yeah. And your crew, yeah.
Only my niggas. Anybody else be like, what the fuck you talking about?
She got a doo-doo.
She got a little thumper on. She dragging that wagon back there.
The wagon.
That old wagon.
Wagon, thumper. What you call
booty?
Booty. Ass.
Nah,
that wagon.
That plumpy. She got a little plumper on her.
Little thing.
She got that
thing. A little midget on her
Shawty got one on her. Oh, you can just say that. Like, Shawty got one on her.
That, you just,
yeah, and they get it. I'm like, oh, you see Shawty work. Yeah.
Those are all
I'm trying to make up new names right now.
Nah, we ad-libbing that.
Honeydew. She got a plum.
Honeydew.
Not peach, bro.
She got a loaf.
You said you giving out
I
emojis.
Loaf. I got loaf. I do loaf. Shawty got a little loaf right there. I like a little loaf.
I'm trying to put some more one on.
Peach.
She got a block.
Nah, I want my shit a little sloppy. You know what I mean? It gotta be firm. Like, look a little sloppy.
I like this. Like chicks be
going
out
like
here for the firm
booties. I like a track ass.
It can't be too firm.
I like track ass.
Yeah, like track ass is cool, but I like the little booties. Like, it just look like your ass having a fit.
You know this? As long as you got a little cuff.
You ever seen a kid fall out like in a cereal? Like when girls walk and they ass be having a fit in like the jumpers. The ass be like,
I don't know how I feel about that metaphor.
Woo, I like that.
Did you say if the ass looked like a
you said the ass throw a
little kid?
Yeah, like having it fit in the cereal aisle. You know how the kid like when they can't get the cereal and they like,
I don't think I want an ass that looks like that.
I don't want one.
You walk behind one of Tahir's bitches.
I'm finna spank that ass. I'm finna spank that ass.
Shut your ass up.
She need an exorcism.
Shut your ass up.
Shut your ass up.
To me, it's all about the cuff. The cuff, the little dirty part, the little dark, you get a little darker right there.
See, the cuff is for sure. If you don't have the cuff, it could be like a square butt.
Like
y'all ever seen the square butt?
Yeah, that's like that substitute ass. I don't need that.
The wide one.
How come all booties in the early 90s were long?
I don't know. It was the Jordache jeans.
But I be
because you know girls be wearing them shits now. The ones that come up.
They made seats differently.
They made jeans different.
No seats, like that you sit down in.
I be seeing them in bikinis and they got long booty.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but bikinis are different. Built different too.
Like.
I don't know.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Yeah, long booty. Long booty. We rounded up. Like maybe it was all the surgeries.
But I do like a 24-hour ass. I do.
Yeah, I just don't want it too firm. Like if it's too firm, like you can't.
Sometimes that firm shit be cute.
I like biting booty cheeks. You bite that little booty cheek.
Because we just talking about he eat
ass.
If
it's too firm, it's like a bicep.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Eating ass here. It don't bounce right.
Yeah, it can have a muscle.
But it's cool. I mean, nigga, I appreciate all women.
Can't be too firm.
Listen.
I got another hits blunt fact for you guys.
Okay.
Just because I'm hungry and
I got the munchies too.
You mentioned the grocery aisle.
This nigga mentions everything. What the fuck is you doing? You ain't
hitting
nothing, man.
I was hitting the blunt.
Give me
It's an electronic.
It's not a real blunt.
It's tobacco.
Nigga,
He
smoke a
smokes Black and
cigarette.
Mild.
Yeah, go smoke a cigarette. You know what
He's
I mean?
gonna get the
you
first
ain't about that
electronic
cancer
Black and Mild.
You gonna get electronic cancer, nigga.
I forgot who said I was.
This is an EB&M.
That's that goofy
Vince
shit.
said I was smoking a USB.
You're like, yeah, I can smoke this anywhere. Nigga, smoke a
flash
cigarette like a nigga.
Shut
All
up,
right,
fool.
Here's my hits blunt fact. It's kind of dumb though. If you have a cold hot pocket, is it just a pocket?
I hate your facts or your questions.
Before you heat it up, is it a pocket?
I hate them.
I don't have a rebuttal for that shit, son. Like,
Yes.
that was definitely you was definitely on some Pat shit. You know what I mean?
Shit.
That was a Pat fact. Fuck that. Fuck what the fuck you just called it. All these Pat facts.
That's a nigga asking if soap falls on the floor, is it dirty?
Yeah.
Or is the floor clean?
God damn it, Pat.
Did you just clean a little bit of the floor, or did you get the soap dirty?
This is why I question, like, you ain't black. Like, what you mixed with, Pat? What uncle teaching you this shit, nigga?
That's what a nigga asks you. Hey,
I can't be black and interesting.
Hey, where you grow up?
Where you from, nigga? What you grow up around your sisters?
What's your father's middle name? I bet you know, don't you?
Yeah, I do have a dad. Yeah. He's great.
Yeah, what type of degree? What type of degree you got?
You know he got a degree in art.
You know he didn't go to.
I did go for arts, but I dropped out.
Was you in Jack and Jill?
What's that?
It's like the Black Society.
Yeah.
You was in Jack and
Black
Jill.
Society.
You
That
look
sounds
like
underground.
I was in the Collegian though. I was Collegian 100.
The Collegian? Would you have a
Collegian.
sword and shield? The hell's a Collegian?
Collegian 100.
Would you have like a Letterman jacket?
It was a
You had a
mentoring
sweater?
organization.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. He believes the kids are our future.
And it works right there. Here's where it works.
He definitely ran for something in school, nigga.
I was class president. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
All right, so that brings us to the final segment. This is the conspiracy corner. And this one is actually tied back to a couple of things that we said, including the Nipsey Hussle murder that happened earlier this week. This was fan made, and this has been kind of going viral on the internet due to things like the documentary Nipsey was working on.
How you pronounce his name?
Stuff. Dr. Sebi.
Sebi.
I don't want to go too deep into that, but I was asked this question: are positive, influential black men targeted by the government?
I think so. I really believe that. I mean, very ignorant I am. I'm very pro-black. I'm very I don't believe what you're showing me. I question things. Mm-hmm. I question what we were taught because a lot of things are starting to come out and it's not what they taught us. Right. Like even like Christopher, let's say smaller, Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We know how that whole story spiel goes. So now they celebrate it as what?
Indigenous Day.
Indigenous Day.
That is crazy. They taught us that this whole time.
You taught us this. This was a fact. I got F's. Not because I
don't remember the date.
No, not because
that's true though.
I got F's, not because I thought it was sons, because I just didn't know how to spell Columbus. You know what I mean? But I have got F's.
Well, that was
shit that wasn't even right.
Yo, they had us
crazy.
Remember the ships. They had us remember the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria.
Crazy.
And now that shit don't even matter.
So
nigga, we were taking tests on that bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. So that's what, when it comes to things like that, that's when me goes, who says that's not what it is?
That's wild.
Because any positive thing we have had or any other nationality or races, they have also crumbled too. Yeah. Don't trip. It ain't just black people, but it's just us because I think we have got raped the most or stripped the most.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
not credited the most.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? So definitely I believe that there is some truth to all that.
I never thought about it. Like, they switched it to indigenous people when they got caught.
Yeah, exactly. So all them textbooks they had to get rid of. All them old textbooks are gone.
Well, you know what? But here's the thing: you still, it's right to question, and it's very important to read too, because I remember 2 years ago that a parent was reading her daughter's social studies book, and they had replaced the jargon about slaves and called them indentured servants and said indentured servants were paid little to no money for their work. It's like, no slaves were not paid at all, and they weren't indentured servants because indentured servants have the choice. These were slaves.
So what is a real indentured
servant? It's someone that's hired for a fee.
Like, give me an example of what one is. What he is that? Like, give me an example.
Okay, would be so like somebody selling like their child to slavery for an X amount of time before their debt is paid.
Okay. Can you give me something more modern? Y'all niggas be going deep, like nigga.
Anakin Skywalker.
Temp?
What the fuck?
Anakin Skywalker.
Nigga, this is Fuquan.
Yeah, like Skywalker, nigga. You
I would say maybe like a temp.
You talking about Skywalker OG, nigga? I don't know.
The kid.
I don't know, like a temp that's working.
Actually, no,
getting little to no money.
He was Darth Vader.
He doesn't know Star Wars. He said no to Anakin. That's the level 1.
Okay, you ain't gonna say Darth Vader.
Everybody knows Darth Vader. I was like, wait,
I
what?
Know,
Episode 1, episode 4.
Luke, I'm your father. That's it. Like I wasn't.
That's basically it.
Fu doesn't strike me as a nigga that was walking around with lightsabers and shit.
But you say I didn't want to judge you based on
judge me, nigga.
Okay, cool.
Judge the fuck out of me.
Shut up, nigga.
Okay.
Let's take a quick detour. What was the nerdiest thing you've ever been into? Because I just want to know.
I for a hot second when I skateboarded, I skateboarded a little. You know what I mean? But I skateboarded when it wasn't cool.
But skateboarding ain't nerdy. I know people, murderers that skateboard.
No. It
wasn't something that niggas
did.
In the
90s, yeah, it was nerdy.
It was something like you did. Like niggas where I'm from, niggas used to be on my head like, oh, you a radical dude.
You rad, bro.
No, yeah, like you a radical dude. Nah, nigga, come here. I'll show you a radical motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, skateboarding
like,
niggas weren't niggas to fuck with. They were beating niggas up with their skateboards.
See, that's out here. That's how
y'all get that too?
Yeah, I got that. I think I might kick son. But yeah, that's out here. Because it was birthed out here.
Yeah.
Out in the East Coast, it's like, nah, nigga, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
yeah, in the Midwest too, it was kind of nerdy. It was like a geeky thing to do.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I remember my first skateboard was from Kool-Aid.
That ain't a real. That's not a real skateboard.
No, it was.
Hilarious.
That's not a real company.
It was Kool-Aid. We used to get the packages. I used to get Nintendo games with Kool-Aid. Everything. He had the flea market ones. I had my first board was Javante Turner with independent trucks.
Damn.
And Spitfire wheels. Like I was about
I'm
still good.
That's what's up.
Like a lot of my friends, I came up. Like I skated with a Harold Hunter. I skated with Mike and King Cardona, recipes Mike. Like these kids were the kids that I used to go to New York and I'd run into.
That's crazy.
And I knew them. Like I was really about that skateboard culture. I still could skate. But nigga
I want to see Fu skate.
Nigga, make one of them ADDs. Can you skate better than Fu? I bet you I'll eat any nigga you bring up here.
Wait, you still good?
I'm still good. I still got a board.
That should be the opening for Fu and the Lucy. Him skating.
Nigga, go to my page, my feed. I just skate, but I was skateboarding when, you know, like you ever see the movie Kids?
Yeah. Oh, Kids.
I'm like that. Yo. So I'm like that. Like
Badass.
I was smoking weed. I was a little badass.
That's why I didn't play this off as nerdy, because I didn't picture you as a skate nerd. I pictured you as like a nigga who skated.
I was a nigga that skated.
I know them niggas too.
Like, I love my nigga that got Tim's. I could still do a kick flip or do a kick flip switch stance. I'm all right.
What was the second one?
Kick flip switch stance. Like I'm naturally a goofy, but I could still do a regular. But I could do it. I know I'd be mumbling like a motherfucker.
Yeah, my bad.
The more you hang with them, the more you understand it. Though.
But I've been, you know what I mean? I've been smoking weed since 12, 13 because of skating and shit. You know what I mean?
Like I remember finding out about Magic Johnson having HIV and AIDS and Nickelodeon, but it didn't hit me till I watched Kids. Oh. When I watched Kids, I was like,
matter of fact, that kid Leo,
the
kid in Kids is I grew up with this kid. His name Leo Fitzpatrick, the nigga that gave everybody AIDS.
Yo,
you knew him?
Yeah, he's from Jersey. From West Orange.
Crazy. He was just throwing that raw dick in everybody.
Man,
yeah. Leo was
like
that
a murderer.
Yeah, it is.
That's what happened. We normally skate at the Brooklyn Bridge and other parks, but Brooklyn Bridge was a brick park in New York. We used to skate there, and that's where they found Leo.
Damn,
I just wasn't there that day.
Oh, let them know, fool.
I've been supposed to make it.
Nigga would have been a black kid.
Giving everybody AIDS, nigga. You want some AIDS? You want some AIDS? You want some AIDS?
That is not okay.
I know.
And on that note. We have been The Internet is Undefeated. Thank my special guest.
Really, thank you guys for letting me on here. I really appreciate you, Pat.
Yes, sir.
Well, we knew it helped your parole thing. So, thank you guys for watching, man. Tune in next week. Another episode will be in the books. Holla.
Yeah, Internet's Undefeated. And we'll be back next week. Oh, yeah.
What up? Thank you for tuning in to another installment of The Internet is Undefeated. Please like the video, share the video, hop in the comments, let us know what you think. If you just want to hear the audio, go ahead, follow us on Spotify and Google Play.